why party at the end of the week, or we can party on a Sunday. What is up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Party on a Podcast. I have a local, homegrown, super dope artist with me today from Cape Breton, but I'll let him introduce himself for sure with all those details. This guy's been making some major moves over the past few years. His last record, I can't speak about it enough. The steps he's taken forward with all the music he's making, the connections, and this guy's definitely somebody to keep in mind, and definitely somebody to look forward to a prosperous career and future. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Shift from the 902.
What's up? What's up?
Welcome to the podcast, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you in general, but I appreciate you giving me some time to pick your brain, you know?
Yeah, I'm glad to be on here, man.
So I said, you're from Cape Breton. What part of Cape Breton are you actually from, if you don't mind?
Waigoma First Nation, but better known as like Waikagama.
Okay, yeah.
It's like two parts of it.
Okay.
There's the red side and there's the village side.
Gotcha. It's funny because I have family up in Cape Breton, so I mean, I definitely know of the area. I only go to the family and then that's it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
you probably drove by it.
Definitely. I
mean, well, first reserve you go past, right?
Yeah. I was gonna say because I go to Glace Bay basically, and that's all the way in the back. So,
which way did you take though? Did you take like the Seal Island Bridge or the other way?
See, I've taken both ways. I've gone both ways because as a kid we took I want to say we took whatever route got us there quicker because we were kids.
Yeah.
But we definitely I've definitely gone, I've done that trip on my own, I went up with Mitchell Bailey and we went up the other way, and it's a nice drive, man. I mean, if you're up for the time span that it takes, both drives are nice.
Yeah. See, I always use the other way, the middle way, to go like to Sydney and stuff.
I guess to each their own. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like four ways.
All right. So basically, how we start this, you're a rapper, hip hop artist in general, but how did it all start? What's the origin story of Shift from the 902?
I would say it started when I was a little kid. It was the music that I liked. Just hearing it sounds cool. The beats are cool. The videos are cool. Then I don't know, man. I just got into it. I wanted to do it or something. I always pictured myself in the studio as a little kid. Then about 10 years old, I started writing. And 50 Cent's Bulletproof came out, and that's when I first heard beats.
Yeah.
And people in my reserve were rapping, like my older homies were rapping, and they were releasing mixtapes. So I was like, I want to start recording. So I got my mom to get me what's it called, computer microphone.
Yeah. I've been
there. I used to rap like a piece of what do you call it? Like a cushion or something, just to get that pop.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've done that. Yeah. That's so funny.
So then it moved up to like rock band mics, and then that was like from 12 years old to 14. Then I quit for 2 years.
Right.
Then when I was 16, I got my mom got me a mic for Christmas, and I started making songs every day, just recording, and I I finally did take it serious. I was about 19, 20.
Yeah, fair.
Like, just to make real projects. Like, it was just like bullshit mixtape stuff. Nobody would hear, just like on the res.
Yeah. But I mean, it was you had to start somewhere, right? I mean, you were at least making the music.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Man, it was a good time.
speed up to now, and you're making connections with like DJ IV, Jordan Croucher. Like, did you ever picture yourself connecting with those people when you first started?
Yeah, I kind of did. Like when I was in high school, like we used to just listen to like Quake and Class,
Right.
Ghetto Child, Jordan. Just like me and my cousin would always be like, "Man, it'd be cool if you can get a song with a Quake or Jordan, or even get DJ Ivy do practice." I was like, "We'll get there, bro. Eventually." It's like, I already knew Ivy for a few years. I still never met Jordan, but we're tight though on like Instagram stuff.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, it's funny because like I've seen you come up over, like, I only found out about you probably like a few years ago, and like since then I've seen a lot of growth and a lot of progress in you, like, and a lot of I guess promise as well, as far as like how well you're doing and how the trajectory of everything that you're doing seems to be going. So I mean, sky is not even the limit, bro. So
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Inspirations. So when I usually ask this question, I like to focus on like, what were your inspirations when you first started compared to like now, and have they changed, or if they have changed, in what sense, I guess.
Inspirations is I got so many, but it's like the obvious ones like Eminem, Tupac, Drake.
Fair.
I was a huge 50 Cent fan.
I can tell. Yeah.
Like Classified too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Quake's another one too. So it's like different. I always have like new artists now. Like I get into,
right.
Spend like a week listen to somebody else.
It's good to do though. I mean, to keep your ear to the streets, So
yeah,
staying aware.
Especially now, like my little brothers are like they're like 16 and 17, so they're always showing me like new rappers. I'm like who's that? They just give me like the names.
Yeah, fair enough, man. So have they changed? Have the inspirations changed at all, or are they still like same stuff now, same people now?
And now it's like it's mostly the same, not as much. There's like I like Nipsey a lot.
Right.
Like Joey Badass.
Yeah.
Drake's, that's still the same. So this is like a lot of different people. Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah. For sure.
Griselda.
Yeah.
There's too many to name. Like they all inspire me like different ways.
Fair enough, man.
Like,
I mean,
you probably feel the same.
Yeah, well, exactly. I mean, like, especially with, like you said, learning all these new artists, learning all these new songs, and all these, like, everybody that's come up or has been at least brought to mainstream over the past few years has definitely like opened my eyes to a lot more artists in general, but like a lot more intricate flows, or like style of writing, or just lyricism in general. These guys are innovating it like in a whole different way now compared to how it used to be. Because I mean, like, trap isn't as like as predominant now as it used to be. It's all like the lyrics, the way it hits, the bars, that seems to be the forefront, especially when you come to like Griselda or Freddie Gibbs. Like the lyricism in general is unmatched, and I think we can only go up from there. But you got to be able to basically stay on point with it and stay up to date with everything that's going on in order to just keep up.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that like the other day, like the trap stuff is kind of like slowly dying out. Not
Yeah.
dying out. It's still like the bumping music, but even like Little Baby is spitting bars now.
Yeah, exactly. And like even when it comes down to like those mumble rappers that came out, like that was, I know that was a phase, but those guys just needed to make some waves in just to get noticed. And now these guys are actually rapping and can actually spit. So I mean, it's dope to see the, I guess I come back to the word, back to innovation of their own careers and their own styles, and proving to people, well, not that they need to prove to anybody, but proving to people that they're not just one style, one genre of rap. So
Yeah, I agree.
with that being said, if you were to define your sound, or if you could define your sound, what would you call it? Or like what kind of genre would you call it?
Uh, to be honest, I don't know. Like I consider myself like a different native artist. Like every other native artist, that like you could tell like the way they rap though, like got my
Right.
feathers in my head or something. Like,
Yeah.
like just like it's like cliche gimmicky. And I try to stay away from that. So I just try to be current
Yeah, fair.
best way possible.
It's not a bad way to look at it or define it, man. I mean, that's thinking openly and specific to yourself, right? I mean, that's
Yeah.
keeping it you. So and is that what you think separates you from other artists, as far as like, I mean, I guess aside from native artists, uh what do you think separates you from other artists or helps you stand
Uh,
out? Or is it, what is it?
I don't even really know. Like,
These in-depth questions, man. I know. I
yeah,
try and dig deep just because I feel like
yeah.
the people will want to know. I kind of want to know too, just because I've known you for a minute,
I'm
right?
just passionate, bro.
Fair enough.
Like, like once I had my kid, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna step it up a bit.
Yeah.
Can't give up.
No, I feel that. I mean, yeah,
Yeah, congrats.
thank you, man. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what's actually motivating me a lot now to just like branch out and do a lot of other things, but still focus heavily on creation more than anything. Because once he comes into the world, it's going to be a whole different life. So motivation, dedication, and everything like that has to be stepped up, you know?
Yeah, it really does.
And I mean, I don't even know the full of it yet because it hasn't happened yet, but like I'm preparing as much as I can, as much as they say you can't be prepared. So but
Like I sat there like thinking like once he was born, like his mom was sleeping. I was just like thinking like, oh man, like I sat there just, all right, this is what I got to do.
yeah,
And that's when I made my first album. Like a couple months later, like released it.
yeah. I think that's what I need. I think that's the fire that I need right now, because I don't think you could go back in my discography and find an album. And I think that's part of the problem. But who knows? That may open a whole new realm of creation of music and all that stuff. So, I mean, I hope it does. But I mean, I'm still working on a bunch of stuff. I have enough material for an album, but I don't want to force anything right now. I just want to make sure I create the best music I can, you know? And I know you do too.
Yeah, like I've been making a project, but I put it on hold for now.
Yeah.
Like just trying to focus, like figure out what I really want to do, because I felt like I was rushing it.
And that's the worst
Like,
thing. I think I was talking to somebody yesterday on I think I was talking to Nathaniel Cole yesterday. And it's like, you can't rush the process. You literally have to go own pace and not let other people dictate your your path, let alone your pace. Like you just can't let it happen, because otherwise they're telling you how to live your life and tell your story, right?
Yeah.
Because everything happens for a reason, I believe. And if you're when the time comes for you to make that music or to release that music, you'll know when it's the most right. Nobody else is going to tell you otherwise.
Yeah, I agree, man. You got to go through some stuff too.
Well, that's also it. That's also what's going on right now in my life and a lot of people's lives right now, especially with how COVID hit and everything and messed up everybody's mental health and finances and all that shit. Like, it's just life has to happen for content to be authentic and real. You can dream it up all you want, and you can write fabrications all you want, but it's not going to connect as much as that genuine story, you know?
Yeah. Like I spent like the whole quarantine like just making music. And now I feel like I'm burnt out.
It's a lot, man. But that's also the thing. You're not performing. You're not being able to showcase that music. So in turn, you're using all the other forms that you have in your arsenal, which is the creation of music. Therefore, you're using one side more than the other, and it's outweighing itself, and hence the burning out kind of feel. It's tough, man. That's why I had to kind of step back for a bit and kind of rebrand, because I was like, if anything's going to happen during this pandemic, I'm going to really find my sound, if anything. So, and that's what I had to do. I mean, but that's me. Everybody else is different. So, I mean, I had to find me.
Have you did any shows yet?
No, but we're actually trying to get in the stages of planning like smaller shows just to get things moving, at least get people out and get people performing again, because it's so necessary for like just I always have grown up as an artist saying I love the performing aspect of being an artist. Like, creation is great, but if I can't perform that stuff, it's not the same. So
yeah,
getting back in the public and performing again, I think will help a lot of people. It'll help me for sure, but we're definitely in the work. Like, we're definitely getting shows planned, and now that like we can actually travel again, at least within the province, that we'll be able to start getting shows, like getting you guys down for shows and everything like that too. Because I mean, we need to have diversity as far as shows go, and like your style of rap compared to like my style of rap, or even Mitchell's style of rap, like it's necessary to show that versatility in the genre, in the music community, in the entertainment industry, especially on the East Coast, because we need to be able to showcase that shit. So
yeah, like I only did one show the whole pandemic.
I tried to do live streams, bro.
I did one. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I did maybe like 2 or 3, and I was like, I can't do this. It's not motivating at all. There's nobody, like, you have to pay attention to a chat and everything like that while you're performing.
Yeah,
that's not what you should be doing, man. It's just entertaining. Yeah,
I didn't even pay attention to anybody in the chat. Like, I'm just gonna perform.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, that's what I should have been doing, but I was trying to interact to make sure people knew I was paying attention to them, you know. But because I mean,
yeah,
but I took my loss with that and cut that out. Live stream is not. It's not the same. It's just it doesn't hit the same. But you know that.
Yeah.
Where do you see? I know it's a heavy weighted question, but and it could be long term for you, it could be short term. It all depends on how you look at it. But where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh man, I don't even know, to be honest.
That's why I said it could be a heavy weighted question depending on how you think about it.
I want to write movies, man.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's big shit, man.
I got one I've been writing. I got like 40 pages.
See, I would have never seen that, man. I would have never expected that.
Well, I watched
That's
the
crazy.
interview of Ice Cube talking about before he wrote Friday, he wrote 3 movies. Then I was
Real.
listening to Seth Rogen talk about how he wrote Superbad for like so many years. It just inspired me. Like, all right, that's something I want to do. Like in my 30s, I'm 26 now. Like
Yeah.
when I'm in my 30s, I want to write movies.
Fair, man. I mean, that's a decent look, and you can still have the music too, right? It's just another form of creation, another form of an outlet, and just income, I guess, if you want to look at it financially. But I mean, I assume you wouldn't be doing it genuinely because of that. But
No, it's like a passion.
exactly. That's why we do what we do, right? So fair enough. I see. I would have that's why I do these interviews, man, because I find out shit like that, and that shit's cool as fuck.
Yeah, you get to see other sides of people.
Exactly. All right, so let's get a little bit more into you. Pause. Uh, you had your recent track, "What an Age to Be."
Yeah.
What inspired that track?
I I just wanted to make something fun, like for the summer.
Right.
I had the beat since like September last year. my bro Nook made it.
Yeah.
And
shout out Nookie.
I couldn't come up with anything to note. I couldn't come up with any verses, and then I had a chance to get Jordan on there.
Yeah.
I capitalized on it. I got him on there, and it still felt empty. Like, and I still didn't have the verses for like 5 months. Sat on it. I finally got the verses down. I wrote it, recorded it, and it felt empty. And then I hit up IV, and I was like, "Bro, there's like 5, 6 seconds in between the hook and the verse. It's like I need something there, and we could do like an outro." And it just came out perfect, man.
Yeah, he nailed it. He definitely nailed those parts too. He's so clutch, bro. Ivy is so clutch.
He is, man.
Oh, man.
I was even surprised to hear like the Clash sample at the end.
I heard that too. That's dope. Yeah. But he would have access to that. That's even like personally, he would have access to that shit, which is super dope.
Yeah, so. Classes, acapellas and shit.
Yeah. That's crazy. More in depth, why shift from the 902? I can understand why from the 902, but why shift?
I had this name when I was a kid. I was like, I thought it was cool. It was like a paradigm shift. I thought it was cool. Then I changed it to just shit. I had like 5, 10 other rap names after that. Then I started going by shift. Then one day in a song I said shift from the 902, and my little brother came home from school and he had a shirt and it said shift from the 902. He's like, "That's your rap name from now on." I never changed it.
That's dope.
It is dope, man. Like he always reminds me, I gave you that rap name, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a good origin story to the name too.
And it's like, and it sounds cool, like this, like shift from the 902. It's just like,
yeah, exactly, yeah. But it's different though. That's why it catches too. Because I mean, like, even like you think of like when I think of your name, if it, like mainstream, I think of A Boogie with the hoodie.
Yeah,
because I mean,
like, when
go ahead.
All these rappers, they're even like Skinny from the 9. Like I was like, damn, that motherfucker stole my shit.
I saw that too. I've seen that before, and I was like, who had it first? Who really had it first? And I just let it play in my head, you know. But, no, man, that's dope though. And I was thinking, like, when you said paradigm shift, I was thinking of the interview on Rapture on Netflix that Logic did, because he was initially psychological when he started, and it was like, that's the longest rap name of life. And he was like, "No, let's just change it to Logic," and that's what made me think of. I thought of that when you said change from paradigm shift to shift, and I mean, and shift is just so it's short but sweet, and like it just hits, especially when you put from the 902. It all runs so smoothly. So yeah, man.
Yeah, like now people are, it's like a band name. It sounds like a band name.
Yeah, man. When it comes to home life, what's your daily routine?
Right now, like I'm back at my mom's, so
Fair.
Working, and on the weekends I usually just spend time with my son.
Fair enough, man.
So I haven't even been creating like past 2 months.
No.
Nah.
Right. Well, I feel like we got to make
I shot 2 music videos.
Oh, there you go. That's creating. What do you mean?
Did you say what I mean?
No. What I just said?
Yeah.
I said that's creating. What do you mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, life happens, we get busy sometimes, and things get in the way, or we just have to take time away from what we love doing to take care of what we need to take care of, and shit like that. So I mean, I definitely don't see you stopping anytime soon. So it's just a hiatus, man. It's just a tiny hiatus for the time being. And what I was gonna say is the fact that like we should get another track on the go, because we had that one with Do, but we definitely need to get something else on the go, and it has to be more than just this conversation of it. We have to follow through on that shit
for sure.
Because and with that being said, that's what I keep telling people with these interviews. Like, we always have these talks at shows. We bump into each other at shows, and it's like, hey, what's up? How's it going? We should collab sometimes. And like, that's it. The premise of this podcast is getting beneath that and finding out who people really are. Because I wouldn't know you from another rapper. Like, all I know you for is rapping and making music, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, to be able to dive deep into actually like who you are as an artist, or just what you do on your free time or any shit like that. I mean, that's why I do this podcast, because people need to know that it's more than just the music for some people. So
the crazy thing about the song we made was I met everybody that same day. You, John Rogers, the guy to make the beat, and Do, all in the same day.
That was John Rogers' beat?
Yeah. It's not even a sample, he told me.
That's crazy.
That's I was blown away. It's like, fuck, I thought it was sampled.
So wait, whoa. Was that all at Music Week?
Yeah, well, yeah, I met everybody at Music
Week. Yeah. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, because John Rogers did the beat for Nothing Left to Say for me with Jeff. That's so crazy. Small world. That guy is creative, man. He needs to keep doing that stuff, because I mean, he's good at it. But I mean, if he loves doing something else, of course, do whatever you're gonna do. But that man can make beats for sure.
He can, and like he made one of my best songs, Family and Friends.
That's crazy. See, I don't know this, like, but we also, in a culture like today, we don't give enough props to the producers.
No,
not enough shine to the producers, because like, who would we be without a producer, right?
Fuck yeah.
I'd have some basic ass beat from Fruity Loops playing in the background. Yeah, man. I mean, it's yeah, they're definitely an essential part of this culture, and essential part of who we are as artists too. Because I mean, unless you're Russ and creating everything yourself, the connection needs to be there. So that's dope that you met everybody from that one track at fucking Music Week. That's clear. That's crazy. Favorite, I know you basically touched on it, but favorite pastime, or what do you do in your free time when you're not working on music?
Man,
If you have free time, you know, that's what I'm saying, right?
just living life, hanging out with friends, and mostly just hanging with my brother lately.
Fair enough.
Having a few beers.
Yeah. Can't hate on that,
hockey.
man.
Watching hockey.
True. I guess this one's a weighted question too, but depends on how you think about it at the same time. Favorite song of all time, no matter the genre.
Still not a player. Big pun.
Why?
Just makes me feel good. It's a cool song.
Yeah, but I mean that's why I asked, because I mean a lot of people have a go-to, and like the fact that you thought of it that quick is dope. Because I mean, there's a couple people that I've interviewed so far that they're like, man, I don't know, I can't think of one right now, and it's like mine, regardless of what it is, it's a Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson. Nothing.
Oh, that's a good one.
every time that's my go-to, because I mean I can always resort back to it. It makes me feel good when I'm not feeling good. It just feels, if it's a feel good track, you know, and if that's what Big Pun does for you, man, then and that's why that answer is so easy. So
man, I almost want to take my question back, say yours, because that's a really good one. That's one of my favorite songs too.
yeah. So we're getting into the last segment of the interview. We do a couple things. Since interviewing Mitchell, we've added, or is it Mitchell? I think it was Mitchell. Anyways, side note, we play a little game of this or that, just a quick rapid fire kind of game, and then we end things off on positive note with your socials and all that stuff. So favorite Sunday jams, top 3.
Damn, that's a tough one. Eminem so far. I like that one.
Fair.
Classified, I love it. I like that one.
Man, that's yeah.
Got to be one more.
Yeah.
It's got to be non-rap. I feel like. Nah, I like Yellow Wolf, American You. That's a good one too.
Yeah. Man, see, I was put on to Yellow Wolf, I think like it was definitely like 7 or 8 years ago. And that like it's so different. He's just so different, delivery wise, flow. Well, of course, his style, you can't knock his style, that's for sure. But yeah, man,
I like it when he's on his country shit.
yeah. Now this could be weighted, but I mean, everybody's got their own list. Top 5 artists of all time, no matter the genre. Normally I do rappers, but I'd rather just give it 5 artists of all time. In your eyes. No, you don't have to rank them, just top 5.
Eminem, Michael Jackson, Drake.
That's 3 already. You're already over halfway. So
Kurt Cobain.
One
more. Damn, it's a tough one. Johnny Cash, because he was badass.
Yeah, fair. The funny thing is, like I've interviewed other people in the past, and they gave me artists or songs that they've decided in these last questions, and be like, I feel like I'm gonna go back and listen to that interview and be like, those are such stupid decisions. Those are stuff that I definitely should have picked something else. And it's like, but in the moment, that's the whole point of the interview, just to catch you on your feet, you know?
Yeah.
All right. Why do you think it's important for you to make music? Why is it so important for you to make music? Or why is music important to you?
Right now I'm like the only one in my reserve that's making music and like that did everything like got accolades. So it's like I want to keep it going until somebody else can do it. Then I want to coach them.
Yeah, pass the torch. You know.
I just want to, like Dio told me, he's like, I never thought any artist or any rapper would come out of White Kagama.
Right, but that's it. You're also defying a lot of odds there because not many people would be, right? Not many people would think that. So it's big on you already. So shout out to Dio because he was right. But at the same time,
it's mostly for myself too. Like I just love it.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna play a little game of this or that, and then we'll end on some positive notes. Just rapid fire. You can explain it or you don't have to, because I realized with this game there's no, some people like to explain themselves or whatever the case is. So let's go here. Spending time with your family or music? I know it's a tough one. Well, I guess it's not that tough. When it comes to listening, underground or mainstream?
Take mainstream. I just like it.
Fair. When it comes to recording, do you like recording or I guess recording or making music or performing?
Performing.
Fair. When it comes to listening, singles or albums?
Albums.
When it comes to creating, singles or albums?
Albums.
Fair. New music or classics?
Oh man, I like both.
New music or classics?
I change it up like at work. Like I have like the most new school song playlist, and then I'll go to like the old school one. Just gotta change it up.
Fair enough. Travel or homebody?
Travel. I just miss it.
Yeah. Morning person or night?
Night.
Summer or winter?
Man, summer, I think.
This one always catches people, but I mean, one could influence the other. Fame and fortune or cult-like fan base?
Damn, I think I would want a cult-like fan base because you can get rich off that too.
And that seems to be the answer, because I mean, it can lead to it, right? So,
yeah.
And the last one, for the sake of the culture, Biggie or Tupac?
Tupac.
Fair. That seems to be. Yeah, go for it.
Like he was my favorite artist as a kid. Like that's the first CD I owned was a Tupac CD, and he's just like he had so much passion and had a message. Even though he gangbanged at the end, he went backwards.
Super poetic though. Like he was the poet of that generation for sure, and for generations to come. Really, he just did it differently.
He did. Man. He had so many. Like people like to say he had like the basic rhymes, you know, but he was unreal with it.
But when he said it, it connected different.
Like I forgot one song, he just does like P rhymes, the whole thing.
Yeah. Oh man. Closing off here, for the sake of the people, how do you want to be perceived as a person instead of just an artist at the end of the day when all is said and done?
I just want to be known as a good family man and a good artist.
Fair enough, man.
And a good friend.
That's and like that seems to be the go-to, but I mean it, like everybody's different. So I always feel like I need to ask that question because we're more than just artists at the end of the day, right? Everybody is. Yeah. And it's good. It's a wholesome feeling hearing what everybody has to say about it, or even the simplest of answer to that question. So with that being said,
best way I put it.
Oh, go ahead.
Best way I put it, like I'm more Todd than I'm more Shift. Like at the end of the day.
Yeah. And that's respectable, man. That takes a lot to say, because I mean, there's a lot of people that would gladly hide behind their persona or their alias and use it as a cover or a mask or something like that. So I've learned a lot over this past pandemic that I'd much rather not hide behind. As much as I've created aliases over the years, it's just the fact that like I much rather own up to everything and be myself and be that on the forefront than hide behind anything anymore. I'd rather put my feelings on the front line, because if I'm not honest and I'm not going to be completely forward with you, then I'm just lying to myself.
Yeah, I agree 100% there.
Yeah, man. Finish things off here. Got any other business ventures on the way, side hustles, anything like that? Other than I guess the movie, yeah.
Well, I want to do 10 music videos this year. It's my
before the
goal.
year's over.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be looking for them. I will be looking for them.
I just shot 2 of them, man. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're already two down. So that's hustle in itself.
Yeah.
Anything else? Or is that the main thing?
That's just the main thing. Probably album's gonna come to like November, October, somewhere around there.
Okay. Man, well, I'll be paying attention. I'll be looking forward to it. I like supporting this culture has been something that I've adapted a lot over this past couple to few years, just because I got tired of people not supporting each other because of their egos or whatever the case is. So believe I'll be looking forward to hearing it. I'll be looking for it, and I'll be checking it out and letting you know firsthand what I think of it, because I know as an artist I would appreciate feedback, whether it's positive or negative. So but I can expect nothing but greatness. I mean, the way that, like I said at the start of the interview, I'll end it that way. You've done a lot of growth and made a lot of progress over this past, since I've known you or known of you. So I mean, it's dope to see, and I can only expect better things. So
fuck yeah, I grew like a plant. No,
yeah, man. But that's it. And it's good though. I mean, and like the fact that I'm paying attention to it, I think I'm definitely not the only one paying attention to it. So keep doing your thing, bro. For sure. While I have you here, plug any socials, any new music coming up, where they can find you. Floor is yours.
At Shift for the 902. I have a new music video out with Emma Stevens and Morgan Toney. It's called Willalin on July 6th.
Okay.
It's a COVID song, not really a COVID song.
Got it.
Then I have another music video in a couple weeks after that, not sure of a date yet. But it's off my the album that you're on. This one's for you or something.
Oh, that's dope.
I'm like shooting old stuff, like
but
just trying to catch up.
Yeah. I can't hate on that. Yeah, man. That's dope. I'm actually excited to see all these music videos now, because I mean, I know you like the I want to say For My People, but like, what's that song? I'm sorry for not knowing the title. Yeah, that one. Because I know since the quality of that one, I know the quality can only go up from there. So
for a long time, I feel like I couldn't beat that song.
Yeah, man. But I mean, that was a good standing point for you. That, I mean, it speaks volumes to who you are, where you're from, and everything like that. So I mean, it's a dope track for sure, without a doubt.
I still get opportunities from that song. It's amazing. It amazes me, man.
And that's it, man. Like, it's funny because like a lot of people, I've had people come up to me, talk about certain songs that they've liked, and I was like, I always thought those were like not throwaways, but those are like filler tracks kind of deal. And like, to find out that people actually connected with those more than anything it blows my mind, because it's like, well, I didn't expect that. It's just crazy. Yeah. All right, bro. Well, with all being said, this has been dope. And like I said, like, I like getting to know artists, and I got to know like you. I feel like a lot more in depth this way than I ever would have at any show or any showcase or anything like that. So
over the loudspeakers and drunk crowd.
Yeah, exactly. So I appreciate you coming on the podcast, bro. This has been another dope episode of Party on a Podcast. Shift from the 902. If you don't know who he is, you're about to know. This year is going to be I can see a lot happening this year for this dude. Shift from the 902, the with an A, by the way, if you guys don't know. But keep a lookout for this man and expect great things in the future, whether that be music, film, or just being that family man that he's always striving to be. So thank you again, bro. And let's do this again sometime.
Thanks for having me. For sure.
Later.
All right, take it easy, bro.
Drinking my hand, do it every week with my feet in the sand. I can do it someday. Why party at the end?